With a star breaking their silence and more, this is Pro Wrestling Central. My name is John, and you're watching the Wrestling Report. Admitting to fears of fading into the background after the likes of Randy Orton and CM Punk returned to WWE, LA Knight told Metro, Randy comes back, CM Punk comes back, and I'm like, alright, well, now the perception is going to be, I got defeated, now these new guys are here, so now I fade. And I think a lot of people had kind of taken that stance for a moment. Man, I'd love to say yes. But sometimes yes, sometimes no. I think for years and years of being on the independents in different companies and whatnot, you just get used to kind of looking over your shoulder and just thinking, alright, at any point somebody's gonna try and pull the carpet out from under me. So, I mean, I'm always just kind of on edge in that certain way where it's like, I got put in that position and then I'm just like, alright, well, now what? Providing an update on an AEW star's future, Ringside News wrote that Hook just made a major power move outside the ring and it could have serious implications for his future in AEW or even beyond. PW Insider has confirmed that the young star is signed with high-profile agent Barry Bloom, a name well known for negotiating some of the biggest contracts in professional wrestling. Bloom's client list reads like a who's who of top-tier wrestling talent. He has represented industry heavyweights like Chris Jericho, The Elite, Goldberg, and even former WWE Chairman Vince McMahon at one point. Now he's added Hook to his roster, setting up the FTW champion for what could be a pivotal moment in his career. Sources indicate that Bloom has been working with Hook for several months, quietly strategizing for his next big contract talks. AEW is expected to do everything in its power to keep him, as Hook remains a homegrown success story and one of the company's most promising young stars, but with WWE keeping an eye on rising talent and Hook's undeniable marketability, this move signals that he's preparing for all possibilities. Signing with a seasoned agent like Bloom suggests Hook isn't just thinking about his next contract, he's thinking long term. Whether it's a bigger deal with AEW, future crossover opportunities, or even entertaining offers from WWE down the road, Hook is making sure he's in the best position possible when negotiations begin. Asked about WWE's plans to use Randy Orton at WrestleMania 41, Sean Ross Sapp said on Fightful's post-Raw show, does Randy Orton fit right into the Sami Zayn Kevin Owens thing? Because he has been sort of the odd man out in his absence. I know they've wanted him involved in WrestleMania, but I haven't specifically heard anything, so I'm hopeful that he's back soon. Mentioning the morale in WWE, Ringside News wrote that WWE employees hoping to score company stock at a discount just got some disappointing news. TKO isn't having it. Before WWE's merger with TKO in September 2023, workers could buy shares at a 15% discount, a solid perk that many took advantage of, but after months of employees pushing for answers in town hall meetings, HR finally shut it down for good this week. An internal email obtained by WrestleNomics laid out the harsh reality. Due to TKO's corporate structure, we are unable to launch a new employee stock purchase plan that offers the same type of individual tax benefits that were previously offered by the WWE plan, the email read. Instead, TKO is handing out stock grants, but don't expect that to apply to everyone. The email clarified that these grants are primarily for eligible employees as part of our long-term incentive plan, code for top executives and higher-ups. For those who previously benefited from WWE's stock program, their shares were automatically converted to TKO stock after the merger. But that doesn't do much for employees who were banking on continued discounted access under the new ownership. And it's not just the stock program. Morale among WWE employees is reportedly sinking fast. Since merging into TKO, employees have faced reduced benefits, minimal pay raises, and increasing workloads despite WWE's record-breaking profits. WWE is raking in massive revenue from ticket sales, streaming deals, and international partnerships, but staff aren't seeing the rewards. Many employees only received a 3% cost of living raise with no merit-based increases, despite glowing performance reviews. Meanwhile, top executives secured multi-million-dollar bonuses tied to the merger. On top of that, TKO is focused on stock buybacks and dividends, rewarding investors while limiting benefits for the broader workforce. The workload is piling up too. Some employees are clocking 50 to 60-hour weeks, especially as WrestleMania season ramps up. Others have been assigned UFC-related tasks, and there are concerns that TKO's rumored expansion into professional boxing could push them even further, without additional pay. Adding insult to injury, WWE employees, like the company's wrestlers and UFC fighters, don't have union representation. With perks disappearing and the grind getting tougher, many are now questioning their willingness to go the extra mile for a company that isn't returning the favor. After news that her contract with WWE expired, Carmella posted this clip to Instagram.
Hi guys, I am aware I've been MIA for the last week. If you can't tell, I'm so sick. I've been sick for over a week now. And there's also obviously been a lot happening. Some news broke last week, and I just wanted to let you know that I seen all of your texts and tweets and messages and DMs, and oh my god, you guys are just the best, and I'm so grateful for you and everything that you've been saying about Carmella and my career, and I'm so blessed, so thank you. And I know there's a lot of questions and uncertainty around everything. I will be going on a podcast later this week, answering some of those questions and telling my side, because I have a lot to say about the situation. So yes, stay tuned. I'll give you the details later when I can, and I can't wait to fill you guys in.
Providing more information on this situation, Ringside News said Carmella's time in WWE is officially over for now. Despite being out of action for nearly a year, many believed she would eventually return. However, her contract expired and WWE didn't seem to have immediate plans to bring her back. During a Fightful Select Q&A, Sean Ross Sapp was asked about Carmella's future in WWE and whether she'd be back anytime soon. His response made it clear that a return wasn't on the horizon. I think there's a possibility that one day she could end up back in WWE. I know they had done a couple years for her on maternity leave, and I don't know what went into allowing her to expire, but it didn't look like she was going to be back anytime soon. Carmella has been battling drop foot since giving birth to her son, Dimitri Paul Polinsky, with husband Corey Graves. On top of that, she's dealing with 2 herniated discs in her back, making a return even more challenging. She last competed in March 2023, but her time in the ring was cut short after just 6 weeks. With these ongoing health struggles, it's unclear when or if she'll be able to make a comeback. Despite her absence, Carmella has remained active on social media, recently posting a photo outside an MRI room with the caption, "Back at it, trying to get some answers for this foot." While her WWE deal is done, the door isn't completely closed if she ever gets cleared. Carmella's future remains uncertain, but fans know she's a fighter. Whether this is a permanent goodbye or just a break, only time will tell. And this was your pro wrestling news update. I hope you're all having a great day. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see y'all later.